What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
From Podcast One, this is Unwaxed.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
With Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep!
Hi everyone, welcome back to Unwaxed. This is Sophia. If you're new here, welcome. If you are recurring, welcome back. I can't get that down for the life of me. Guys, this is going to be a new episode, one without video.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. If you guys can't already tell by the probably poor sound quality coming from our end of things, we are shooting in our living room right now. Because if you've watched the news, the world is shut down yet again.
California, once again, we cannot go to restaurants, nail salons, hair salons.
Our studio. So, This is kind of a trial run for us. This episode, we're going to do no video. But next week's episode, we're going to attempt video coming to you live from our living room.
It's going to look trash, but we're going to try our best. You know what? I actually have a little bit of PTSD right now from shooting in here.
Why?
Because we were so bad when we first did this in here. Do you remember we used to fight so much?
We told this story that we used to just want to kill each other.
Because it just didn't feel right. Like the studio, I feel like when we're in the studio, it feels real and legitimate and I can get my professional face on. But
right now I'm looking at Sophia with no makeup.
I'm wearing a Coors shirt and Sistine's wearing a leopard tank top.
I'm rocking no bra.
No bra.
Yeah, baby.
The bags, the
welcome to
Unwaxed are hanging out.
We're keeping it real 100% of the time. Again, with this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to introduce our guest now because I'm afraid that if we don't bring her on soon, she's going to go back into hibernation and the deep slumber that I summoned her from this morning. True. You guys, actually, I'm going to ask you right now. Do you realize how many people have actually been requesting you to be on the show?
Thank you, guys. Wait, seriously?
Oh, wait, can we just pause for a second? Scarlet, that did not sound like your normal voice.
Let's run that back. Let's use a human voice this time.
Guys.
I'm going to ask you again. Ready? Here we go.
Get me off now.
A lot of people actually have been asking for you to be on the show, which is exciting.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel very loved. You know, I'm kind of sad that we're not doing it in the studio where you can see my face, but
well, bummer.
I think you guys did this for a reason.
So I think I should introduce you properly like I do all of my guests because you're not that special.
All right,
so I'm going to give you...
You're horrible.
I'm going to give you a proper introduction. The guest we have booked today, I'm going to introduce right now. She has actually been really nervous to do this show, and we've asked her for a while, and that's okay.
100 times a day. And she goes, sorry, I'm busy. I'm doing college apps. Sorry, I'm with my boyfriend.
We'll get into that. She is the baby of the family, despite looking much older than Sophia and I.
She is 5'10".
Yep. She is a Sasquatch, if you didn't know. She has been inherently cool since leaving the womb and somehow skipped the awkward phase of her teen years. We have Scarlet Stallone.
Woo! Woo! Why do you guys greet me like this every time I get coffee in the morning and see you guys down there? Because usually whenever we like see each other in the morning, Sistine does not even look at me. She just grunts. And then Sophia's like, good morning, everyone.
When she wakes up.
Whoa. I am not a morning person. That does not make me a brat. And I'm sure 50% of the world can agree.
Wait, can I say, Scarlett, you're not a morning person either.
Oh, absolutely not.
You both are the worst people
to hang out with. But you know what? I kind of skipped the morning phase because I sleep in. However, you guys are up at like 6 a.m. for some unknown reason.
This reminds me of the time when Sistine and I would drive to school. And I'm a morning person. I am up talking at 6 a.m. And I would drive her and I would be talking her ear off. God. And Sistine would start just screaming at me or ignoring me. And I would get so frustrated.
I'm sure some people out there can relate to me. When it's 6:45 and you woke up at maybe 5:30, you don't want to have a full-blown energetic conversation before you've had a cup of coffee. Sophia, sorry.
I remember like you guys would come home so mad at each other every day of high school. And I would be in like 8th grade, 7th grade, whatever. And you guys would both like look at me and like pull me, each of you like pulled me into another room. And then Sophia would be like, Sophia was so annoying this morning. We got into another fight. And then Sophia
didn't know how to park
and then
today.
Sophia comes to me and she was like, I'm so nice to her. She's just so mean.
It's so true. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just asking how she is, and she tells me to shut up. So we actually wanted to bring on Scarlet for our weekly updates because normally we don't have a guest to do this with, but it's fun to have a little input.
I'm the great backup.
Yeah, we're gonna have you kind of throw in some.
Yeah, well, you're not a backup. We always wanted you.
Yeah,
You just a week into December, and we're talking about Thanksgiving still. If you guys listen to the last episode, you'll understand what this joke means. Sophia didn't kill anyone this year, or almost kill anyone. So that was exciting.
Wait, did you already say the story about Sophia?
Yeah, how I almost killed an NFL player.
Yeah,
via
and actually
potatoes.
people in the comments are guessing the player.
No.
Yeah, but no one's guessed it correct yet.
Don't say that. Now they're
So now that Thanksgiving's over, I honestly hate this time of the year because I feel like so many events are just clustered into one time frame. Now it's Christmas coming up, and there's nothing more stressful to me, and maybe you guys can agree, Christmas shopping for your parents.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. Nothing will please
Can I
you.
say I haven't bought
Nothing.
anything for them at
What
all.
do you get your parents?
I
It's
fit-
so hard.
The first week of December, I was done with both of you. I know exactly everything's coming in on time, but mom and dad, I was like, what do they not have? They're
That's the
twice our
problem.
age. They've had
Yeah.
everything. They've done everything.
And that's the problem. So it's like with the budget that we have to spend,
Just
like
small.
what can we get them that's like, you know, when you're giving someone, it's like the $40 gift limit. Like that's me right now. I'm like, what can I get mom for $40? Like nothing.
So no,
Like,
this is the funny thing is I'm more the person, you guys both know this, that likes to do sentimental things because I'm like, oh, okay, maybe if I do like a photo collage or write a really nice letter.
Sophia's-
But I've done all that. I've exhausted all of those ideas. So now I'm like, what do they need? Like a necklace holder? Like what can I, a makeup
Sophia
bag?
last year, she says, I buy experiences, not presents. So last year for Christmas, I look under the tree and I see some envelope. I'm like, why is this addressed to
She
me?
was so rude about it.
So this is what Sophia got me for. It was a great gift, by the way. I opened an envelope and it's from Sophia and it's a pizza making class. And I thought that was so cute, but it wasn't until like the end of January that we could have done it. So my gift took some time to get, but your experiences are good. But the problem is you can't do that anymore.
No, not
Every year, I never get Sophia a good gift. It's always something bad.
She got you got me last year that I still wear all the time. She got me men's pants or like capri pants. What are the ones to the knees at basketball shorts? It's from Urban Outfitters.
No,
She got
no.
me men's clothes.
No, she also got you a pair of boxers with your face printed on the ass.
Oh, that's
It was
looking
your
like
bikini photo.
looking like you're coming through the hole.
oh yeah. She got
On
me
your
yeah.
ass.
She got me boxers
I'm
that looked
so
like my face
creative.
was peeking out of the ass.
So if you guys
No, because it's also like one of those like really like intense like sexy But, photos.
Um,
I was going through your old closet and like I see my gag gift like in the back of your like sock.
No, but when
Like
I
your
was wearing
sock
them,
drawer.
let me tell you, I
Woof. You're
checked my
hiding it.
ass out all the time. I'm like, Sophia, what you think? What's happening back there? What's popping? So if you guys actually could shoot over some ideas that you're getting for your parents that you can help assist us out over here, that would be really nice. In other news, I would like to make a very special announcement about me. Thank you, Sophia.
I tried to
for
do
that.
a drum roll with one hand.
I have joined Hinge. Yes!
It's our daily Friday night routine looking at
Sistina's
hinges.
graduated from the elitist kind of group in Raya
Yes.
to now
Let
She's
me set
definitely
this
boys
upgraded.
of Hinge.
I'm going to paint a picture for y'all. I was on Raya. From what I've told you guys, it was a disaster. Didn't get
wasn't
any
great.
dates. Sophia thrived. That was
Sophia
my experience.
skyrocketed.
So, one Saturday night, Sophia says, let's drink. I say, let's do it. We're drinking tequila, feeling good, having fun. And my cousin goes, what about Hinge? And I said, what's Hinge? I didn't understand it because, you know, some dating apps are about girls asking guys asking. I didn't understand.
The only thing I knew about it was the funny questions that you get asked.
See, I didn't even know that,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about. So immediately as they're discussing it, I've downloaded, signed up, and uploaded my profile within 35 seconds.
Guys, I respect Sistine so much because I'm definitely not the person to just jump right off the bat going into a dating app without even thinking. Sistine was like, yep, I'm doing it. Downloading
maybe
photos.
the alcohol played a role in my
a substantial
boldness.
role in it, but
So
followed
I'm
through.
on Hinge. Profile is made. It was really funny because how it works is they give you a bunch of prompts and then you get to answer 3 questions just to sort of show your personality. And my approach is, okay, what's the funniest thing that I could possibly come up with so I just seem super like cool and quirky and like.
So,
like
Sistine, what did you say on your profile?
So there was one question that said, believe it or not, I blank. And the first thing I thought of was swallowed a bee, not on purpose. And that one's a winner because every guy just responds to that. Like, why would you I'd hope you not swallow a bee on purpose. And
right.
So that one's good. But I have to say, the guys on Hinge are so assertive and want to start conversation and aren't afraid of sliding in your inbox first, which I so appreciate. Yeah. But what I found was so funny about Hinge is that a lot of the people I matched with on Raya were also on Hinge. So I was like, oh, round 2, we're going to see each other again. What are we going to do? But what I thought was so funny is what we've been doing since I've had this Hinge profile is not only do I consult with Sophia and Scarlet before I message or match anyone.
Back up. When we say consult, Sistine airplays her matches on screen.
Yeah,
we're getting really unwaxed.
And this is what Sistine puts on.
We're like 3 judges.
Yeah,
and we're like, yep, no,
so,
I don't like how he answered that question.
During COVID, this has been my most entertaining thing. So if you guys think that you are matching with just Sistine, no, you're matching with Sistine, Scarlet, and Sophia.
And sometimes mom and dad.
And sometimes, oh yeah, we have had mom and dad make
this
some
is what we'll
appearances.
do. We will airplay my phone to the TV. So it's literally like a live dating show. Yep. And so everyone will be like, yes to this person, swipe no to this person.
Well, it's also good if we all like you. It means that you have the qualities of being funny, good personality, good looks, and
true.
all around probably look like you have a good job.
So I have to say, if you're listening and I've matched you, all 5 family members approve. And what I thought was so funny is while we were airplaying it one of the days, oh my gosh.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
So, like I said before, there's a few repeats from Raya that have been on Hinge. So I'm just scrolling about my Hinge page. Everyone's watching. We're all having a good time. And I see one of the guys that Sophia had gone out on a few dates with. And if you go back to episode 2 with Clint Coley, Advice from a Fuckboy, go listen if you haven't. We talked about Sophia seeing this athlete. He comes up on my Hinge. We were like, oh my God, that's so
hilarious.
Funny. We said no, obviously, right away. The very next, I am not exaggerating when I say this, the very next profile to come up from the hundreds of thousands of profiles on Hinge, the one that comes up is Mr. Bamboozle. Mr. Bamboozle, if you don't know that story time, again, go back. It was when I showed up on Sophia's date and the guy said I bamboozled her. Then he pops up.
I sound like the biggest. Oh, God.
And then, though, to make matters worse, Hinge matches you with the person based on compatibility. And I got matched with Mr. Bamboozle.
So not only did Sistine say no initially when she saw him on the profile,
I messaged him.
Hinge forced his profile back on Sistine's page going, are you sure? You guys seem like a great match.
How funny would it be if I messaged him like, I feel bamboozled?
Honestly, I actually think it'd be really funny if you did that.
You're the youngest. You're the baby, obviously. Mom and dad, I feel like, I know Sophia can agree with me, they put a lot of rules on us when we were growing up, which I'm really grateful for now because we never were bad kids. We never snuck out and did drugs.
It pissed me the hell off when I was younger.
Well, yeah, of course. But Scarlett, do you think that you had an easier time with less rules, or do you think they were just as strict as on you?
I think as dad got older, I think that he began to like go to bed earlier, not care as much. Like he takes a lot of naps now.
He got old and sleepy, so
he takes a lot of naps.
So I think he still cares because I mean every time I go out or anything, he's like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" Like blah 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 blah. But I don't think I had it as hard as you guys because he didn't pass out.
I
at
would
like 9
also
every
like
night.
to mention that because Sophia and I were sort of doing everything together at the same time. You're lucky that you have 2 older sisters that have already been there, done that. So we are here to, get you out, get you home, get you.
I know you guys are
out.
actually
like, we are the OG.
best.
We are really
the best. But I did pull some strings for you sometimes.
Hey, we all pull strings for each other.
Who pulled strings for me? What are you two talking about?
Sophia, you don't get yourself in a pickle. I do.
I know.
Constantly.
And then I sometimes save you.
So you can get away with more.
Oh,
right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got you guys to help me.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, this one who sounds like she's a little angel is a little devil, little rebel. This girl is the rule breaker of the family. I'm not even kidding you. When she was growing up, she never did anything.
I would hate to have me as a child.
You guys,
I would
she's-
absolutely hate it.
No, that's not true. You're very fun, but you're a contrarian. You tell her not to do something, she'll do it.
Yeah.
But then now we've kind of realized that we
So
have to tell her to
difficult.
do something, and then she won't do it. So then we get what we want. So you have to tell her the opposite of what you're gonna do.
Yeah, it's like solving me is like taking the hardest math test of your life. Like you gotta,
Yeah, but
you gotta
I feel
really
like we
help.
should tell some of the stories from when you were younger, like some crazy shit they used to do.
Oh, okay. I think so I'm gonna say it like really short. One time I cut my hair with my dad's cigar cutters, to the point I was literally bald, and I think I was about 10 or something, and cut my hair so short, walk into the room, my mom screams bloody murder, and she's like, "What did you do?" And I go, "The coyotes attacked me." And they cut my hair.
The funniest part is Scarlet actually, not only did she cut her hair off and it looks like someone put a lawnmower on the top of her head, she stuffed all of the hair into the air vent, so when the air turned on, it was like snowing
Hair. It's so nasty.
And then I used to clog all the toilets in the house, flush one, everything would like go up.
Why
all
would
the-
you do that? Like, what was going through your head?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I would hate to have me as a child. And then the third thing was like, I got like tubs of yogurt because my dad used to eat so much yogurt for some reason. He had a phase. And we just took I just took tubs and tubs of it and just splattered all over the kitchen. And then I would strip down naked and slide all over the kitchen.
But aside from being weird, you were also one of the funniest people. And I always said this growing up, that you were going to be some sort of talk show host, stand-up
I
comedian.
always thought that too.
She was just so unapologetically yourself. I feel like, if we can be unwaxed, I feel like when you were a freshman, sophomore year, you were in high school, and you sort of like lost your spark a little bit, and you were upset, and then you were able to transfer schools, and your whole life sort of just like reset, and you were yourself again, and you were happy. I want to talk about a little bit how, when you started a new high school, how did that affect you, like emotionally and friend wise? Like, what did you go through then?
I think that with me, like dealing with groups and stuff and moving around was very difficult because I don't know, like we were all treated kind of differently in our groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was picked on a lot growing up, as well as you guys too. Like we all were. Like I don't want to just like
No,
talk
but we're
about.
talking about you.
No, but
I know, but we all. I know, but everyone
we
gets
we can make it a
picked on
group
and
thing.
stuff.
We all have been, if this sounds like a surprise or not, massively bullied. And I think that people assume that it is really easy for us to like make friends and go throughout high school. But, with the name being as amazing as it is, and it holds a lot of incredible weight and honor, it has a lot of preconceived notions that come along with it. And I think that all three of us have experienced people rejecting us or assuming things or talking about us. And, unfortunately,
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
It's a lot of pressure. Like every high school, like I was so nervous to start my new high school because like everyone already knows me. Everyone already
you.
knows
or
my
they
name.
think they think they know who you are. And then that's, by the way, same thing with college. I remember going in and everyone thought that, personally for me, and this is probably the same for you too, they knew exactly who we were. They're like, oh, they're going to be spoiled or loud or party girls or whatever. But we end up being like the complete
like everyone,
opposite.
everyone already like identifies us and not even knowing who we are or like.
So one of the times this is, I think, the basis of what everyone should just take off of is, if you are not happy where you are, whether that's a high school you don't love or a friend group you're not loving or a college you don't love, change it.
Yeah.
You can get out, make a decision. And if you can't, let's just say physically leave the high school, you have the power to change your friend group. You have the power to get rid of those people or get rid of that environment.
I totally agree.
Like, I'd
Sophia,
rather be alone than be in a toxic friend group.
Sophia, how many times did we switch schools?
Oh my God, you guys,
I think every 2 years.
I
maybe?
switched. I went to my elementary school, then I went to another one, and then I went to two different high schools. I think I went to at least 6 different schools.
We were
growing up.
always the new kid in the school, which honestly I loved because I think I was crippling shy girl. Like it was really bad.
Yeah.
But I have to say that I totally agree with what you're saying. If your environment feels like it's, you're falling in quicksand and you're suffocating and you feel like you can't get out of this like dark hole of emotion that you're in, you can. And once
Yeah.
you change the environment, like when Scarlet switched from her sophomore to junior year at a different school, I mean, it was like the girl
Difference.
that we loved growing up came back tenfold. I want to transition a little bit because you are 18 and you are a senior, which is like so exciting because you're applying to colleges and you're doing that whole
It's like
application.
the worst time right now.
Well,
I just thought about something about college that just reminded me about Scarlet. Scarlet, do you want to tell everybody what kind of college type photo you used to have on your iPhone screen saver?
oh baby, she's putting her on blast.
Yeah, I think we should talk about it. I'm going to call you out because we haven't really talked about this yet before.
He already knows, right?
I kind of think so. Now, what screensaver photo did you have on your phone when I was a freshman, sophomore in
I
college?
think you were in 8th grade.
Okay. 3 beautiful USC football players. They were I think they're like juniors or seniors in college. They were looking out into the football field in like a sexy manner, and they were holding they had the black paint, like the
seductive
little,
voice you're using.
the football paint on them.
And I didn't even know this at the time, but she like was obsessed with this photo. And this photo did go viral for a hot second because it was just showing.
It went viral on Tumblr, which if you know viral Tumblr,
I
like
loved Tumblr.
you know it popped off for a minute.
I used to love it. Made that her screensaver photo, right? And so I'll just cut to like what I was dealing with. I was seeing this guy at the time who ended up being like my long-term boyfriend, but he had just stopped playing football.
I have to say it from Scarlett's point of view. Okay. So Scarlett doesn't know that Sophia is talking to one of the football players
I did.
in the picture.
I absolutely had no idea.
So this is the best thing ever.
No, I want to say. Okay. So I need to say. So
It's her
obviously, I was looking at my phone, and then Sophia wanted to bring her boyfriend.
No, it was like
a thing,
at
like
the time.
exclusive, that kind of stage. One of the many stages of dating, and she brings him home. He walks in, and I'm like, I just click my phone on, and I look at my screensaver for a second, like, ooh, and then I look up. Bam, same man on my phone is staring at me right now. Oh,
And the thing is,
It was a movie scene.
it was
Scarlett
a
had by-
damn movie
and she
scene.
was quiet the entire dinner. I'm like, what's wrong with her? Scarlett's like the loudest person in the room normally.
It's because so much drool was falling out of her mouth that she couldn't
And
get
I
any
had
words.
Guys, I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat.
It was like the first time he was me and my family, and I remember Scarlett just wasn't saying anything. I was like, what's wrong with her? And I didn't find this out until I think Sistine told me, or she showed me Scarlett's phone. She goes, look, she has it was like the boyfriend at the time on her screensaver.
So
That's
weird. So
cute.
weird.
Someone put a leash on me.
Scarlett, I think being the youngest, you have a lot of advantages. Like because you get to pick which sister you need for what things.
I absolutely love
so like,
it.
what would you go to Sophia for?
Yeah, Scarlett, what would you go for?
I used to
Me.
go to Sophia.
But
a
you
lot
used to.
about, like no. Growing up, when I had like a lot of like insecurities about how I looked, and I just like I hated a lot because a lot of things on my face like grew before like me actually developing. So I went through a very, very, very awkward stage. And I used to go up to Sophia and I always talked to her about my looks and everything. And Sophia would sit me down, give me like a 30-minute speech about like self-empowerment and everything and looks wise. And she really like helped my confidence.
Okay,
in
what
the
about
end.
me?
Aw.
Bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
What about me? What about me?
It's
Why are you laughing?
texting boys.
That's my only thing I can give.
obviously before the relationship, but like
That's
you'd
that's
help me.
the only thing.
No,
Sophia
no, no.
gives
You help me with
empowerment. I give you texts.
No, you help me. You help me with like. No. You also help me with. I usually rant to you about like something happening in my friend group or something like that, and
So I'm a good listener.
You help her socially with friends and stuff.
Yeah, no, you know, you're there
Yeah.
for me at like really hard
I
times.
hope you
as
know
well.
that I keep a hit list of
Oh
everyone
no,
that's ever
you
done
do,
wrong
you
by
do. You called up your guy
She
friends
keeps
after.
a hit list. You don't think I keep a hit list of both
I
of yours
called my
combined?
boys and I said, we're going to need to pull up on this kid right now.
I'll tell you right now.
and I was oh god.
I'll tell you right now. All three of us, if we don't like one of you, or if I don't
Oh,
like one of you, my
100%.
two sisters are behind. It's like we're not mean.
Yeah, no.
But
It's not
we are
like
guard
no,
dogs.
you guys aren't mean. It's just you guys are so protective over me.
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like a little like your little cub, and you guys are like the both mama bears. And you
Yeah.
guys, every time I bring like a friend over or something like that, it's you guys are like she's not
reading
good.
her like a
you guys predict what happens in the end, and it always happens.
Oh yeah.
Who gives better romance advice?
That's a
Like-
good question. I'm just curious.
Oh wait, no. Sophia taught me how to be more like I saw the way she was with her old boyfriend stuff. Like she was very like giddy and like goofy, and she taught me like kind of be like
So what?
how to be like a little bit more like ooh, like
What did this
goofy.
dark
And, like,
horse
that's
over
what my
here
boyfriend
teach
loves
you?
about me, how like goofy and like weird I am. And then you, it's more like frisky, trying to be more mysterious.
I am the worst sister.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We talk about it sometimes, and then we like end up saying the same thing sometimes.
I think I send Scarlet a lot of raunchy TikToks that I need to tone it down a little bit.
I
I'm
bring the
18.
wholesomeness of it.
It's literally the devil and the angel on Scarlet's shoulder.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I have
Just
said
like
I
this podcast.
come to you when I want no judgment and I know I did something super suspicious and I'm like, oh God, I know this is bad and Sophia's gonna tell me this is bad, so I'm gonna go to Scarlet because Scarlet's gonna say, okay, honestly, kind of fire. Like that's what you're into.
Like
you guys
yeah,
are the
like that's
worst.
pretty good. Like
Well,
good job.
this is my role as older sister. I can't say to you,
No,
doing
but it's
sus
just funny
stuff is
because
a good thing.
usually when Sistine like screws up or something, and then like I then
screws
and then I
usually.
screw up and I do something like worse, I would usually go to Sistine because it's more like
It's funny.
Oh, that's the best. I love when that happens.
And then
when
Sistine is usually just
I
like, okay
I
with
don't talk a lot about the sus things that I do. I'm acting like I'm some like drug dealer.
You
like, I'm
really
not.
don't do
I'm
that
not
many
that
sus
suspicious.
things.
But when Scarlet would mess up, I would go, Scarlet, oh my God, when I was your age, I did that, but worse. And like,
yeah, and it just made me feel better. And
You know
then
what's funny,
Sophia,
though?
I tell Sophia, and she's like, "Mom face, like mom."
She is the
mode.
mama bear.
Oh, I feel like
mama.
I'm better with it. No.
No, you're such.
Yeah,
well said.
And
We're
we're
like the
gonna
Powerpuff
change
Girls.
it up because guess what we want to do? We are going.
Playing a game. We're gonna play a game.
And you
games.
know what the game is? It's
What's
gonna
the
be
game?
what our most viral YouTube video was before Scarlet deleted it. It's called Which Sister?
So
You guys
Scarlet,
are unboxing
obviously,
a really-
you're gonna say which sister. We're gonna do sort of rapid fire, and it's pretty easy.
So we're gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna say which sister is more likely to, and you can answer yourself as well.
Oh God!
And we can
I don't
also
wanna
answer
get in a
it
fight
if
with
we have
any
an
of y'all.
opinion strongly about
No,
something.
I think it'd be funny. Like, let's
Let's see how it goes.
just rip.
Ready?
Which sister is most likely to get arrested?
Sistine.
For what?
Actually, no, Sophia.
For what?
Oh hell yeah! For what?
I would definitely be me, but
I don't think so.
No, not you.
I think for
Sophia, 100%.
I think for
Oh, 100%. Stalking.
which sister is more sensitive?
Sistine, 100%.
I'm a
Cancer.
I'm a
Cancer
Cancer.
crier.
She's a Cancer.
is most likely to get a tattoo and what?
Sophia, because the first step was like she got a nose. She always wanted like a nose piercing, and I'm like, Sophia would want something like live, laugh, love on her like, butt cheek.
Sophia would get like a cauliflower bush.
That's like telling me I'm gonna get an infinity
You'd
sign.
get a cauliflower bush like on your ankle. Vegan.
I'm not even vegan. Okay, which sister is most likely to have a dark side?
I know it's me.
Sistine.
I like it.
Which sister is more likely to cheat on their boyfriend?
Oh. You guys are really putting me in a situation.
No. No judgment.
No
Am
judgment.
I
I
gonna
won't
get yelled
judge.
at after
No,
this?
girl, I would. I really don't.
Okay, fine. Sistine.
Wait.
I really feel like-
thought you were gonna say Sophia.
Me too. I thought you were gonna
I'm
say
so
Sophia.
shocked. Can I just quickly explain
Yeah,
why?
it's a secret.
I'm so shocked. Why?
I don't know. I feel like because you haven't had a.
Is it 'cause I'm more
boyfriend in
desperate?
forever.
I really thought it was gonna be Sophia that you said, Scarlet.
By the way, just disclaimer: I won't cheat
It's
on a
just we've
boyfriend.
never
I've never
cheated
done
on
it, and I would
anyone.
never have even thought
But
about
this
it.
is so
But I
funny.
just think because my mind goes in 100 different directions, and I'll
It's
like see
also
someone
your.
else.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm
Okay,
not a
so I
cheater. I'm
guess-
just
I
gonna
guess
claim that I'm
Sophia.
not a cheater.
Is most likely to not shower for a week.
Sophia.
True.
Really? Okay. I shower every day, but most likely to complain.
Sistine.
I
Yes,
love
you're
complaining.
so
It's my
annoying.
favorite pastime.
Oh, I know.
Which sister is a little brat?
You.
Yeah.
100%.
Is the
So we can
biggest
talk.
is the biggest flirt or best with guys?
Sophia. 100%.
True.
You're
True.
Sophia has like this little like girly, flirty personality,
Yeah.
and the guys are like,
See,
ooh.
Am I butch? Am I butch?
You're not butch. I would say for you,
Because I have bigger hands than them?
Sistine, you have a really good banter with guys. Like you get their lingo and you're funny with it. You're on the spot. I'm saying girly,
No,
flirty
okay,
is
fair,
me.
fair.
Which sister loves when friends cancel on plans?
Sistine.
That's both, I have to say.
Yeah, I think
That's
I
both.
hate when
There's
people-
nothing I love more than a cancellation.
I know.
Is the most indecisive. She's indecisive.
Yep.
She
Can't decide. I keep on looking.
Is most likely to sing but shouldn't.
Sophia.
Amen.
Sistine doesn't sing, but Sophia
I know
literally
I
sings
know I'm
24/7.
Is most likely to hook up with an ex.
Duh. Me.
Sistine.
100%.
Is most likely, most obsessed with how they look in photos.
Yeah, obviously. I'm not even upset about it.
hesitation.
Sistine.
You know what? Scarlet and I
It's
both
true.
can unanimously agree that you are the hardest to take photos.
I have
of.
to agree with that.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't take photos of Sistine.
I
I'll
can't. It
tell
gives
you-
me anxiety,
maybe-
honestly.
maybe-
Like Sistine goes, take photos like how
Scarlett, I
you
did it
do
the other day.
sometimes."
It took literally 40 minutes
She
to
like,
run around
she
the house.
gets mad at me because she knows that like she likes the way I take photos and how I like some of my photos that I post, and then I do it of her, and she's like, "My photos are so much better than I took of you the other day." And I was like,
I don't know if anyone out there can relate to me, but I am so hard on myself when I get a photo taken of me and I think it's so ugly, and then a few months later I'll look back and I was like, oh my god, that was such a cute
know
pic.
you
Why
are.
did I tear my ass apart with that?
And then
So
last,
yeah, I agree.
last but not least, is most likely to call dibs at people on parties. So if there's a
Sophia,
yeah,
100. I don't see
Definitely.
Sistine doing that.
All right, well, you just played your first game on the Unwaxed podcast. How do you feel?
Wow. I don't know.
All right.
good.
We're gonna wrap. Okay, cool. We're gonna wrap up the show with another unsolicited advice. Scarlet is gonna partake in this one again. If you guys want your questions to be answered, make sure you go to the Apple Podcast section, go to ratings and reviews. Please give us 5 stars, and then leave your question in the review that you write. I'm not kidding you. Sophie and I probably check our ratings reviews every other day.
We do.
And we love
They
seeing
really
new
do,
ones.
guys.
We really, really do. So we so appreciate it. And so yeah, we're gonna read the first one. This is from 619 Hawk. What's up? Cool name. This person wrote, "Where do you see each other in 10 years? What would you like to accomplish?" Great show.
Can I
Thank
answer
you.
this?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We already discussed what we're going to see each other in 10 years. We said that we were all going to take a trip together with our somewhat long-term boyfriends or husbands and go to like a fun paradise trip together. But I don't know. That's what I see.
I can't wait because our mom did this with her sisters. I can't wait until we all have our significant other and we're just all 6 of us are best
Just
friends.
traveling
and we're just
and
traveling
going
We've
around
talked
the
about this for
world.
so
and
many,
enjoying like our late 20s, early 30s, and then we all have babies
Because we always
together.
wanted like to travel
So
together.
if you're the 3 guys that we're going to be taking on the trip, maybe come into our life sooner than later, because I think we all would
Please.
love to go to like Bora Bora together.
That's a great answer. Sophie, do you want to read the next one?
Yeah. So the next one is from a girl after my own heart, Vampire Diaries Forever.
Ooh, I like you.
Love that.
Finally, I can look forward to Tuesdays now is the title. But the question is, my question I have for you guys is, do you ever struggle with dating because you want them to be exactly like you? I find myself basically wanting to date myself and really struggle to see past dating someone that has a lot of different personalities than me.
Oh, hold on. There's more to the question. And she also said, why is Ratatouille Steen's favorite movie? Which part should we answer
I
first?
think we should just answer the first one. You know what's interesting? I think that everyone's totally different. I think for me, I always like going for someone that is a bit more similar to me just because of the way I work and my mindset. But I feel like you're different, Scarlet.
No, me and my boyfriend right now, we're complete opposite, yet we do balance each other out a lot. But like he also has like some good qualities that we like find and share the same interests. But it's also good to date someone that is not exactly like you.
I totally agree.
It balances it out. It makes it more interesting. Like not every conversation is like, oh, you like football? Yeah, I like football too. Like that's great. Like no, it's more.
Right.
It's like you guys have more debates. It's more like it's more.
I totally agree with that. I think opposites attract. I sort of believe in that. What I don't care if they're exactly like me in personality. What I care, I think about. Let me rephrase it. What I look for more is if they put in the same amount of effort as I do. Because I, will start the conversation, or I'll make the plans, or I'll always initiate, and it's almost like a one-woman show. And so that's what I look for, someone that puts an equal amount of entertainment into the relationship. 100%. And I would like to say Ratatouille is my favorite movie because it is a classic. And it never gets old. And Remy the Ratatouille is finally getting his, fame that he deserves on TikTok. And I'm so excited for Ratatouille the musical. I love that he wrote #Ratatouille forever. Vampire Diaries forever. You are my soulmate. Thank you for watching Ratatouille with me.
And we just concluded our first episode with Scarlet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I think we should definitely do a part 2 because I want to do a one where we actually record each other, and I feel like
I want you guys to see me, and I want you guys to see if I look like Sophia or Sistine.
If you guys really like Scarlet, who knows? Maybe she'll be a regular on the show.
Yeah, why not?
What?
Okay, we are so excited to do this again next week, and let us know, rate, comment, give us that 5-star. Remember, we will not answer your unsolicited advice unless you write it in the review section.
We love y'all.
We love you. Bye.
From all of us here at the show, thanks for staying unwaxed.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
Be sure to download new episodes every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or PodcastOne.com. Follow your hosts at Sophia Stallone and at Sistine Stallone. And be sure to follow the show at Unwaxed Podcast. Your producer is Will Sterling. We'll see you next week.